Now, most of every week, you will know by now that China gave us the NEV insurance registrations for the previous week. These give us the guidance on the kind of deliveries, plus minus what we can expect on the stocks like NEO, which is one of the stocks that we discuss a lot on this channel. Now, ladies and gents, for last week's registration, so today we got to read, or we got to see the figure of around 3,174. So last week NEO saw 3,174 insurance registrations, which is again better than the 3,045 figure which they had reported the week before last. Now, this is something that obviously it is showing an improvement, or we are continuing to see the improvement in the numbers that NEO it is producing on a week to week. And you will remember that it is expected, or the deliveries or insurance registration numbers are expected to improve very much starting from the Q2 of 2023, as said by the NEO CEO. But before we forget the house rules, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, I really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you do enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about the NEO stock. NEO, it's one of the stocks that we discuss a lot on this channel because it is the stock that most of you already know that it dominates my stock market portfolio, because I believe in its fundamentals, its future prospects, and I believe that one way or the other, the share price of NEO, we are going to see it probably in the near term heading towards that all-time high of $66.99. Otherwise, today when the markets opened, or right now as I'm doing this video, NEO is trading just over $10.24, which is something that obviously, I know it's still trading towards, or almost towards, the 52-week low, but this is a stock that nonetheless its fundamentals continue growing, though there were headwinds of supply chain constraints, the China COVID-0 policies, which had a huge impact, or which were weighing on most of the Chinese EV stocks. These things are faded away. I mean, for the Chinese zero COVID policy, you know, it's already out of the way, and the supply chain constraints, as said by the NEO CEO, it is almost expected to fade away, or to fade away completely by the end of the first quarter of 2023. So I really appreciate if you can just give me that likes button if you do enjoy, or if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about the latest development regarding the insurance registrations we got to see from NEO today. So yes, the 3,174 we got to see today, it was an improvement, or we are seeing NEO improving, because delivery wise, you will know that for the month of January, NEO just delivered over 8,000 vehicles, which was so unexpected from most of the investors, including myself. I thought at least worst case scenario we were going to see NEO at least delivering at least 10,000 vehicles, though we know that one of the things that also it is of course impacting the deliveries of the EV companies are the fact the subsidies which ended end of last year. And ladies and gents, this of course resulted in the people, or the consumers of China, to not get subsidies probably for the month of January and probably February right now, due to the fact that the subsidies have expired. But the good thing is that, ladies and gents, subsidies are coming back. This is one of the things that we've been reading. I mean, I read an article saying that obviously subsidies, or companies like NEO are qualifying to get an extended subsidy, which is expected to expire by the end of 2023, which this, ladies and gents, is going to motivate people into coming and wanting to buy the NEO cars. This is going to bring back the demand into the NEO cars, especially, or in fact, there is a city in China, which is Shanghai, which has already started now in February with the subsidies, or giving subsidies to companies, or pure EV companies like NEO. I mean, they are giving subsidies of around 10,000 RMB, or 10,000 Chinese yen, which equates to roughly $1,500. They are already getting that. The people in Shanghai who buy pure electric vehicles like NEO are already getting that. Now, there is a certain district, obviously most of you already know, in China, that is offering an additional 20,000 RMB or around 3,000 RMB for those people that obviously opt to buy cars that supports NEO's program. And what is NEO's program? This is, of course, I personally believe it's battery swapping station. So these are vehicles that support the NEO's battery swapping station. So those people that are within that certain or specific district in Shanghai who buys the NEO cars, not only will they get the 10,000 RMB discount as a subsidy, but they will get an additional 20,000 RMB or Chinese yen, which is something that is incredible. So all these subsidies, like I said, they are the ones that will definitely boost the NEO's deliveries that they report on a month to month. And the fact that also supply chain constraints, like I said, the NEO CEO indicated that they are expected to fade away by the end of Q1. It is something that will boost, of course, the deliveries of NEO. This is something that I cannot wait, or it makes me not to wait for the kind of deliveries that NEO will be producing from the Q2 of 2023 going forward. But yeah, I know that so many other people are expecting or really want to see the kind of deliveries that NEO will be producing from the second half of this year, which is mainly due to the fact that NEO in the second quarter, they will be launching or starting with the deliveries of 5 if not 4 models, which obviously most of you already know those models, as they are namely ES6, ES8, EC6 and the EC7, and probably the station wagon 85. So I know most of you or some of the investors are waiting to see the kind of deliveries that NEO will be producing starting from the Q3. But personally, myself, I want to see the deliveries that NEO will be producing from the second quarter, as I know that by that time, or from the second quarter, the supply chain constraints would have faded away, and we'll see NEO delivering the kind of deliveries they are to deliver without the weighing in of supply chain constraints, zero COVID policy. So I'm really excited, and these 3,174 that we just got to see today, it is making me to be excited, because it is a recovery, or we are continuing to see a recovery from the deliveries or from the NEV insurance registrations that NEO reported in previous weeks. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you load the boat, increase your holdings onto a stock like NEO, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence so that you don't panic sell when you see sharp falls. Because I mean, one thing that I'm sure, even for the newbies or the people that started maybe investing in the stock market recently, you will notice that when it comes to growth stocks, they are quite volatile. Growth stocks are the stocks or are the companies that, in terms of the share price, they are quite volatile. So it is important, guys, that you do your own due diligence before you put your money onto growth stocks like NEO, because the next day, today they might be up 10%, the next day they are down probably 5, 8, or that same 10%. So you need to do your own due diligence so that you don't panic sell good companies, but rather when you buy, you know that you are buying companies for a long term. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in the stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.